Hi, this is Pender Macon, Commissioner of Education for the state of Maine. It's Sunday evening, March 22nd, and I've been asked to send a video message recognizing that Maine teachers and education leaders and school staff members are coping with an unprecedented challenge right now. And you're likely feeling inadequately prepared and under-resourced and overwhelmed and are perhaps in need of some reassurance. The truth is that we're all facing something that would have been unimaginable just 2 weeks ago. And as educators and school and district leaders, we're looking at the likelihood of an extended disruption that will require us to redesign our education system for the long term. Many districts have informed families and communities that they won't be offering classroom-based instruction until the end of April vacation. I think this is a very reasonable and wise message for now, but it's also likely that we won't see a return to business as usual for far longer than that. So teachers and school staff members and educational leaders, here's my message to you. First of all, put on your own oxygen masks. Breathe and be gentle with yourselves. Recognize that fear and anxiety and facing the unknown make it hard for people to be at their best. And we, along with our students and parents and school board members and the larger community, are all coming to grips with an ominous new reality that is slowly unfurling before our eyes. So breathe, be gentle with yourselves and with everyone else. Next, relinquish the desire to do things perfectly or extremely well or completely. Do the best you can with what you have for as many as you can whenever you can. Resist the pressures of perfect documentation, the fears of litigation, the tendency to label and sort and stratify students. And for now, just aim for inclusivity and engagement for every child. Your carefully curated lists of multi-systemic tiers of support are likely to look very different in the long run, because every child is experiencing disruption right now, and every child is likely suffering from some form of trauma in this situation. Some of them need and can access as much normalcy as you can offer. Some will need rigor, and some will need routine, and some will need to just duck and cover in case this wave will crash and roll past them. And some will just need to hear your voice and read your letters and know that you're still there and that you still know and care for them. They will all need the human connection that you've lovingly provided all along. Possibly the most impactful thing you can do at this time is to reach out and to remind them that they matter deeply and that we're all facing this situation together. Next, remember that the parents, the caregivers, the families, they're all as overwhelmed as the rest of us are. They're coping with childcare challenges, financial challenges, isolation, loss of services, and an ubiquitous lack of toilet paper. Middle school students are caring for their younger siblings. The grocery store shelves are bare, and high school seniors are entering the first stages of grief in the potential loss of proms and pomp and circumstance in its traditional form. And it's very likely that parents are feeling as though they have to assume teaching roles or their children will fall woefully behind. Please remind them that the children's brains are wired for learning. Learning happens everywhere and doesn't always require a specific plan or a measurable outcome. Tell the families supporting your students to breathe, to be gentle with themselves and with their children. We will redesign and implement a world-class education system here in Maine, and it will take some time. And in the meantime, we'll be doing all we can for as many as we can with what we have. The impact of this crisis is universal, and those of us in helping fields can feel the burden of not being enough or doing enough in situations where enough can never be done. Please remember that the impact of your perfect and your less than perfect lessons and units of last month are still working their neuroplasticity magic, and that your efforts now and to the extent possible later in coming weeks and coming months will be our society's most powerful source of hope and resilience. Finally, I encourage you to look for the gifts. In every catastrophe, every challenge, and even in every loss, if you look hard enough and you never lose faith, you're going to find somewhere unimaginable gifts. Usually, we find these long after the fact. As we're sifting through the rubble, that's when we find the gems. But I urge you all to actively seek these in real time, like wrapping your fingers around a warm cup of tea, staring at a blue sky unscarred by streaks of plane exhaust these days, and witnessing the selflessness of your colleagues rising to meet challenges that nobody could ever reasonably be prepared for. And also a special gift for the superintendents out there, not having to call a snow day tomorrow. Also recognize the gifts of the once-in-a-century opportunity to redesign some of our systems. For example, we expect to hear back that our assessment and accountability waiver will be approved, and sadly, we will have lost our trend line of 3 years of scores from one assessment. I could potentially see that as a glass half full. And while as the first dust starts to settle, those of you who like to get busy in times of profound challenge can help us to design a system that truly measures school success and that offers usable data for improving instruction. But that's for down the line. For now, we are 1 week in, and you all need to take very good care of yourselves and your loved ones. Do what you can, just for now, and we're going to all get through this together. Thank you for all you do.